Alright, prepare for trouble.
Make a double.
Because this is a double trouble movie review. Now, Rosa and Neil Days, you did movie reviews on your own.
Yeah.
But we figure we see movies all the time, and we talk about them at great length, so fuck it.
So our new
Right.
start, I guess,
Yep.
for the channel.
Well, one of them. We'll do another. Well, you got something else in mind. We'll do that later.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm thinking of putting these wings on Daz.
Oh dear God.
What?
That's just a falling.
Daz, would you like to be a dragon? Bleh.
Oh, Des, she's precious. I'm blocking your view, honestly.
So Kieran, my love of my life, got me the Night Fury from
Oh, there we go. We see ourselves.
How to Train Your Dragon, and it comes with a little T-shirt. It's so cute.
She's gushing.
It's cute. So I mean, the material of this is fantastic.
I'm just gushing because I can see this on Rose's TV now. Right, so there were a couple of... We plan to do this every time we see a new movie this year. And we've got a few to go through just now. How's the audio sounding? We'd have a test this earlier.
I'm coughing.
Rosa's sick. She's gonna die. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're double trouble. We make this up as we go along.
We do.
We also die on live streams.
But I cannot wait for the Light Fury. Kieran promised me to get the other one when he had the money, so can't wait. Yay!
Okay, the audio quality's fine. Right, first movie we gotta talk about. We've seen, I think, maybe.
I know we've seen Aquaman. I know we've seen.
Wait, hold on. That's a. Yeah, I was not gonna say what I saw there because it would sound weird, and I don't want to give Hayes any more material than she already has.
Penis.
Yeah, it's a picture. It's a picture with dicks.
What the fuck?
Okay, first movie we gotta talk about Slender Man. Go.
Okay, so I've actually seen the movie Slender Man. So you haven't.
No, this is all on you.
Now, this is the kind of thing I got bored of and just watched just the fuck of it, just to see what's wrong with it.
Mm. It's a controversial movie because of that stabbing that happened a couple of years ago.
It is, yeah. But honestly, they got Slenderman dead as a doornail. They literally got him perfect.
Dead as a doornail is probably not the term you're looking for.
Well, dead on anyway.
Accurate.
He's very accurate. He's very tall. He is very scary. He is very.
He's tall.
He's very tall.
Oh, so that's accurate then.
But I just didn't like the actors. That's the only thing I didn't like. The only character I actually felt bad for was the main character.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently there is a way to summon him. And you have to watch a video and it fucking shows you these images, and then that's how you... And if you hear these bells or something, you close your eyes, and that's a way of letting him into your life.
Isn't that basically how the game goes?
Yeah, no, in the game, you start off in the woods by yourself with a flashlight.
That's a common thing for horror movies. You end up in places where you shouldn't be in the dark, and you're thoroughly unprepared.
But you do see them go into the woods where he is at, and they do. Apparently, there is a bit where if you look into Slenderman, you go insane by his looks. He's just a blank face. There's nothing there, and he's so horrifying. He makes you go insane, and that's where the drawings come in, where they try to piece everything together of who he was and things like that.
So you were saying the movie had potential.
It had potential, but
the character there was good. They got him looking good, but the actors suck.
Like, it's just the way they did it. It's just I kind of disagree how they summoned them. Like they said, they thought there was boys that were doing it, and they thought the boys were going to do it, and then they chickened out, and the girls did it, and then they ended up getting haunted and stopped, and then it turns out the main character is pregnant.
Of course she is.
And it's just like, well, if you're going to summon an entity like this...
Wait, she summoned it?
All 5 of the girls summon it. They watch a video, as I said, it's a video, and then...
If you're pregnant, you should not be doing this.
She shouldn't be doing it, and the next thing you know, her bitch of a friend got her younger sister to do it, and then her sister ends up in a coma in the hospital.
Is it weird I'm getting Ouija vibes from this?
It's sort of like Ouija, and then her sister was freaking out, like saying, "Oh, he's not got a face!" But I think the way pulled off Slender Man was amazing. Like, he was tall, he was actually quite scary, but I just think they need to do better of how they pull it off.
So, he looked good, but the actors were terrible.
Yeah.
So it's basically our opinions towards Godzilla 2014.
Yeah.
Right. How long did it take for Slender Man to show up in the movie?
He literally showed up the first 10, 20 minutes on the show.
So they did better than Godzilla.
That's the only thing they did actually get right. As soon as they saw the images on the video, he starts stalking them one by one.
Alright.
And the interesting way, he lives in a tree. Apparently he's a tree demon.
Of course he is.
So and at the end, I didn't like the ending that much. The only way to stop Slender Man is to sacrifice the thing that you care about. So the girl that was pregnant sacrificed her and her baby and got absorbed by Slender Man.
That sounds terrible.
It did. The ending was kind of terrible. I was just like, why? But she did it. She saved her sister and
Killed her baby in the process.
killed the baby in process. And the five original girls.
Wait, was her sister was being a bitch, she said?
No, our friend. Our friend was being a bitch.
Her sister on the other hand?
Her sister was quite nice. Her sister's quite young, but they do bicker each other. But that's what siblings do.
Yeah, you and your brothers.
So it's just like, because at the table, our family's Christian, and that's when the sister told them that she was pregnant.
They're Christian?
Yeah.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah, so they end up in...
So, wait a minute. One of the biggest things Christians frown upon is abortion. The
Yep.
killing of babies.
Yep. And she's pregnant.
And the baby dies.
Well, they don't know that their daughter's dead. They usually think they go missing. That's when he takes the kids.
Oh, they're going to be pissed then.
Because that's how he takes their souls. He absorbs them into the tree that he hides them.
I'm just thinking of Trevenant from Pokemon now. So, would you recommend it?
I mean, if you're a huge Slender fan, and if you actually want to see a Slender Man movie, I kind of recommend it. But if you don't want to see it, and if you don't want to see the shitty ending, then no.
Right, so is it a movie you'd only recommend for people who like the Slender games?
Yeah.
Alright. Right, so... Should we make it interesting? If we rank all our movies out of 5, how would you rank this one?
3 out of 5.
Alright. Right, next movie. The Spy Who Dumped Me.
Oh god.
This movie had potential. We saw the trailer, it looked good.
The trailer looked good.
Kate McKinnon, Mila Kunis, they're fantastic.
The perfect team, but unfortunately it was shit.
The movie had potential. I think we got to like 2/3 of the movie. At the end, Kate McKinnon was doing that trapeze act, and we were thinking, this movie sucks. So, that's the problem. Kate McKinnon can do anything.
Kate
But in this, she was the worst character.
Honestly, I like Kate McKinnon as an actress.
We all do. She's fantastic.
She's fantastic in Ghostbusters. She's actually the one who saved it.
She's great on SNL.
She's great on SNL.
She does a good Hillary Clinton.
Yeah, she's great as everything. But honestly, if you want to do like a spy movie, don't do that.
There's a way. This movie had a shit ending as well. There's one way we can sum up this movie in 5 words. Boyfriend is the bad guy.
So Mila Kunis' character.
Mila Kunis was good.
Mila Kunis is always good. Even as Meg, she's fantastic.
Even in Ted.
Even in Ted, she's.
She
we
plays,
never saw her in the second one, but they explained why we never saw her.
so it kind of gave you the middle finger towards the ending of Ted. They get married and then they get divorced.
Yep. So, our boyfriend turns out to be a spy, and he gets involved.
Yeah, we thought he was dead.
We actually thought he was dead because the guy.
He got shot through the fucking neck.
He got shot through the neck, but there was a bit that was a bit too much for me.
Yeah, and then she meets this new guy, and we don't know what we feel with him. And towards the end, she's meant to be handing off. Was that a flash drive or something?
Yeah, it's a flash drive.
She hands it off. The boyfriend comes back. It turns out he's a bad guy.
Mhm.
So that's basically a giant middle finger to the audience at that point.
Yeah, but it's like I think there's a few funny bits. We did see the guy's dick that shoots him. It was kind of bulgy though.
I can't. Wait, was that at the beginning?
Yeah, at the beginning,
Oh, yeah.
like you know how Kate brings a strange man into it.
He's naked and
And
turns out
he
he's
comes in
a Russian
naked.
agent or something.
He's a Russian agent and he shoots him, and it's just like, why would you come in naked? No, it's just like, and then she pushes him out the window. It's like, eh. But Kate McKinnon was funny. funny. I mean, there was a few funny bits.
I'm not going to put it down to the cast. They're great. It was the plot.
It was just the plot.
It,
Yeah.
it was a dud. I think the point of the boyfriend being the bad guy, that didn't need to happen.
No.
The boyfriend could have just died there and we would have been fine.
I mean, I actually thought Kate was the bad guy.
You think?
Yeah, it'd be like the twist would be like Kate was the bad guy and pretending to be a friend. I have seen movies that has happened before.
Yeah, that's all 24. That's Nina Myers.
So what would you rate this movie? Would you
I
recommend
I like the cast. I like some of the action. I'm giving it 2 out of 5.
it? 1 out of 5.
The plot was shit. It was the hold on. How do I rank it? I ranked it as the second worst movie of 2018. It was better than it was better than what did I call the worst movie of 2018? Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. It was better than that. And the third worst movie was Crimes of Grindelwald. That is a better movie. All right, so that was a dud. Aquaman.
This is
alright,
interesting.
We saw it was a DC movie. They've been making mostly duds. They made Suicide Squad, Batman vs Superman. They were shit.
They were bullshit, yeah.
They made Wonder Woman. I've heard good things about that.
Yeah, and I heard Justice League was quite good.
All right, and then Aquaman. I knew nothing about him.
Now, I knew a few things about Aquaman before I badgered Kieran to see him.
Yeah.
So, back in the comics and the cartoon, Aquaman was deemed as the most shittiest superhero ever. They would actually taunt him so much because he would talk to fish and he would fly on flying fish. So,
He was flying a Gyarados thing.
No, like, see those little fish with wings? Like the tiny fish with wings?
No.
Okay, there's a type of fish that has wings and they can, like, jump or fly over water. So he can control, in the cartoon he controls them, and that's his most transportation, is wee tiny fish. And they always shit and crap over him saying, oh, you have, like, the shittest powers. But, like, when they get Jason Momoa into it, it's
Mimosa.
whatever you fucking call him.
Right. We saw this. I knew nothing about the movie. I did not know who Jason Momoa was.
I did.
You wouldn't stop gushing about him.
Like, I said, oh, Kieran, this guy I really like, he's from Game of Thrones. Kieran's never seen Game of Thrones, so he really had no idea who he was.
I just knew he was really muscular.
So I just told him he's very, very tall, he's very muscular, and he's got very long hair.
Slightly put me on a good day. Except less awesome.
And I told him about his hobbies and things like that. And then it was just, the plot was amazing.
For a DC, it's probably the best DC movie in the past decade, perhaps?
Yeah.
Because Suicide Squad was shit. Batman vs Superman was shit.
I've not seen Justice League. That's when they're all in it. Like, Aquaman, Cyborg, and
I don't know. I think I heard mixed things about that. I heard Wonder Woman was really good though.
Wonder Woman was good.
This was the best superhero movie I'd seen since the original Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because it was better than Deadpool 2. I know it's a different company, but it's better than Deadpool 2, better than Ant-Man and the Wasp. It's hard to compare with Infinity War because they're two different things.
Yeah.
Because Infinity War went for production value. It was higher. But I think Aquaman was funnier.
Yeah, Aquaman was quite
The
funny.
one thing I saw coming was when she used Aquaman to summon the water to pour in the dial, and I was like, he's going to mention pissing on it.
Oh yeah, the only thing they say we could have peed on it. And she just looks at him saying, what the
Jason
fuck?
Momoa is fantastic in that movie.
He is. I think he's
I
really
felt as a man, I felt very insecure about that.
good. Like, there are pictures of him and his bodyguards. Like, he really doesn't need them. He's made them so small, it's just embarrassing.
Yeah, the movie is really good. It was, how did I rank it? It came out in 2018, so I ranked it as the third best movie of 2018, along with, it only lost to Ready Player One and The Incredibles 2,
Yeah.
because they were both very good.
I like the bad guy in that, Black Manta.
And you said he'd be back.
Yeah, he'd be back,
Alright.
because that is Arthur. His name's Arthur. We can't keep calling him Aquaman. He's Arthur's main bad guy.
I called him Aquaman because I forgot his name.
He is Arthur's main bad guy. He is always going to be after Aquaman no matter what. I just can't believe how he would survive a fall like that. But
Weirder things have happened.
yeah, I guess. His brother seems to be a bit of a twat as well.
Oh, the one that
Yeah, his
the
brother.
one that's ruling Atlantis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta be honest. The production values in this was really good, especially for a DC movie. It was.
And I love the CGI how they make the hair like go up, like how it's actually in water.
I'm pissed because he had better hair than I do he had better hair underwater than I do normally.
So I'd recommend this highly, and I'd say 5 out of 5 for this movie.
I'm giving it 4 because I'm not huge on superheroes, but it was really good. I'm still stunned they got Willem Dafoe for this.
Yeah, William Dafoe. He's been in, like Spider-Man and other like.
What Spider-Man was he in?
He was the very first. He was Tobey Maguire's arch enemy. He was he was Green Goblin.
Was that only in the first movie?
Yeah, he appeared in 2 movies, but
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
And then the third one was Venom.
It was Venom and Sandman.
But we don't talk about that one.
Yeah.
So I give it 4 out of 5.
I gave it 5 out of 5 because of that. Good actors, great plot, great CGI.
I'm not sure how I would have made it better, but it's because I'm very finicky about, I never use the term masterpiece because there's always something.
Yeah, there will always be like a flaw with something.
Even Groundhog Day. I love that movie to death, but we never do find out why he's in that time loop.
Yeah.
And that's my second favourite movie of all time. Alright, Dragon Ball Super, this is your area.
Right, so Dragon Ball Super, I was going to see this with my friends, but I took unwell, unfortunately. So I couldn't see it. So I was a little bit disappointed to know that I couldn't see it with my friends, but they said that was alright.
Yeah, Reese was quite chill.
Yeah, he was good. He was a great friend, and he was quite understanding. So Dragon Ball Super, Kieran is kind of new to Dragon Ball.
Well, no, I'm not new. I'm just not as big a fan as you are.
Well, so I showed them so this takes place before Broly, and Broly is a character that people really, really loved back when they did the movie for him.
The original.
The original movie. But I'm actually glad that they changed him a lot, because back in the original movie he was so violent, he couldn't control his powers, he was actually willing to kill kids, and he was like, Broly is the one that always comes back. Broly has came back 3 times during any other villain. So he came back against Gohan when he was a kid, against Trunks when he was a kid, and Goten, and Krillin.
And then he met his worst nightmare, the idiot known as Goku.
But back then he'd actually go for Goku, and but in the very first movie it would explain why that Goku just cried. That's it. That's what babies do. But in this they've changed it that
he's more likable.
He's more likable. He's kind of like Gohan a little bit. He's more timid to fight than anything else. And the reason why he doesn't go for Goku anymore, he goes for mostly Vegeta, because his father raised him on a different planet, and King Vegeta tried to kill Broly because of his massive power that surpassed Vegeta in some sort of way. They were afraid that he would be a danger to everyone and Vegeta himself. So they tried to kill him and send him to a deserted planet where he wouldn't basically survive. So he survived. His dad found him. So they spent 31 years. I guess that's how old they are.
I think it was 32. But
Was it 32?
Close enough, I think.
So I guess that's how old Vegeta and
this would have been a good review to bring Alex and Reese in.
yeah.
We make it up as we go along. We're double trouble. We suck. Right, you were saying 32 years.
So, and you see him all buffed out. He's got like this nice little thing around his waist, a kilt kind of thing. But he actually explains what it was. He made a friend, which was a kind of dog-looking thing, but it's huge. But his dad told him not to make friends because it's just holding him back and blows its ear off. And ever since then, Broly wore it just as a reminder. So they join Frieza, big deal, and they basically train, and next thing you know, they end up on Earth fighting Broly is brutal, honestly. Even at his normal state, Broly would even give Goku a hard time for his money. They actually had to turn into god forms in order to keep up with him. But and when he transformed into a Super Saiyan, that's when they were even more had to trouble and had to fuse into Gogeta.
Yep.
But then he transformed again into a legendary Super Saiyan. This is the ultimate green form, other known as Berserk form.
Oh, goody.
So if you watch Dragon Ball Super, there's a form called Berserk form, and there's a female. I forgot her name, but she's really shy. She's kind of like Broly in some sort of way, which I kind of see Broly being with her as well, other than that green chick.
Oh, I remember her. She was the one who wasn't that the one that you were talking about, very peppy and encouraging. I'm trying to remember. Cause
No, there was a green chick. She was very peppy. She was very cheerful.
She was trying to encourage him.
She was trying to encourage him, and she didn't really agree on how.
His dad was a dick. I know that
Is
much.
how Broly's dad didn't treat him with shock therapy and things like that. So she took the Zapper controller and destroyed it. But she is nice. I mean, I don't really see Broly being with her marital-wise.
Very good friends.
I think they're going to be good friends because, personally, Vegeta has said before the reason Saiyans find it attractive when their mate's very fightive and very strong and things like that. So that's why Goku and Vegeta fell in love with Bulma and Chi-Chi.
Is Chi-Chi a fighter?
Yeah, before, like, way before, like, Dragon Ball Z, there was a tournament for just for shits and giggles for Hercule.
For human.
For humans. Goku entered it at age 11, and he was quite tall for an 11-year-old, or 15.
You don't remember?
He's teen. I know he got married at a very young age for Chi-Chi. And she came in, she had a fight with him in the tournament, and she actually almost won, except he was holding back. So he knocked her out, and they got married straight after the tournament.
Happy times.
So that's how those two meet, and then you know how Vegeta and Bulma met.
Oh God! Why does Bulma see in him?
Well, she didn't love him.
Apart from a massive dick, obviously.
Well, I think they're all like a awesome couple.
Yeah, they had 2 kids, and somehow I don't see what she likes in Vegeta. He's very miserable.
He's miserable, but he's better than his dad anyway.
So, how would you rank this movie?
Everything. I'm glad they changed Broly into a kind-hearted Saiyan. I'm glad that.
It was better than what you originally was. It
Yeah.
feels more that it's like Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic Boom becoming regular Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, so I'd recommend this highly and maybe give it a 5 out of 5.
Of course you did. Of course you would.
Well, it's good plot. I'm glad that they've changed Broly very, very much, because I have showed Kieran some clips of what Broly used to be like, and
it was a bit much.
it was really, really much. He'd actually go up to Kid Trunks and bend him backwards, and the only thing that actually saved Trunks is the fact that he peed on him.
It worked.
He was willing to kill a 6-year-old, which was kind of dark for Broly, and I've actually seen an episode where even though Saiyans don't really care for their young, like male Saiyans anyway, don't really care for their young, the females do, and some Saiyans actually would care for other younger Saiyans as a more of a brother and things like that. So now I'm glad that they've made Broly canon. I think now, and they've also
they mentioned that this is the canon version of Broly.
And they've also mentioned Turbo, which is Vegeta's brother. He's now canon.
Yeah, I think they mentioned and Goku's parents.
Goku's parents. We finally met Gina.
They're
Genie.
all dead.
Yeah, which is Bardock actually might not be dead. Bardock.
You think he'll be in the next movie?
Well, there was an episode many years ago, and it was based on what happened after Frieza blew up. He somehow travelled back in time, all injured and things like that, and things like he was covered in blood, and he'd protect the people from the original people from planet Vegeta before Vegeta took it over it, and he became the very first Super Saiyan. So that was where the legends kicked off, the legendary Super Saiyan.
Yeah, when was this movie?
I can't remember.
Yeah,
I think it was like maybe 2010, maybe 2011.
Right, I think they said that only the movies only after Battle of Gods are canon. If I remember that right.
I think it was after Battle of Gods.
Because it's that Resurrection F and what's this name called?
Revival of Frieza.
Broly, Super Broly, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the only three that are canon. As far as I'm concerned, the best bit of this movie that gave me a good laugh was Beerus on babysitting duties.
Yeah, Beerus. Yeah, so if you guys know about Beerus is a god of destruction
He's
for
a
the universe.
he's a stubborn douchebag.
He's very stubborn. He's only there for Earth because of the desserts and treats and food and things like that.
And he claims to destroy the world when he really won't.
And so Bulma has a baby called Bulla, and Beerus was stuck on babysitting duty while Whis, Goku and Vegeta and Bulma go and search for the Dragon Ball.
Beerus was not happy.
Beerus was not happy one bit, but he still did it. I'm proud of him.
Right, so you gave this 5 out of 5. I give it 3.5.
Okay.
It was good, not as good as Battle of Gods, and plus I'm not a huge Dragon Ball fan. The fans will probably enjoy it more. Right, we got one more. Hidden World. How to Train Your Dragon 3.
How to Train Your Dragon 3.
Right, let me say this. I am not a fan of the first two movies. I am not a fan. But this one was genuinely good.
I like the first one. Because Toothless was all adult. Like, when you first meet Toothless, it's like, oh my god, he's so cute! And then you see the second one. I mean, I had to rewatch some of the scenes for the second one, and it's just like, oh, okay.
I hate the second one.
I mean, it was a bit darker where...
Actually, as far as I'm concerned, the best thing that happened in the second movie, Hiccup's dad dies. I hated his character.
Stork.
Yeah, I hated his character.
I didn't really care for that much for Stork.
Neither did I. The first movie, he's like, you're no son. He never listens to Hiccup.
He never does.
Because in the first one, it's like, you're no son of mine. Then he comes along and says to him, I'm proud to call you my son.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
So in the third one, this is going to be a huge spoiler if you guys haven't seen it. So I'd recommend seeing it before you actually...
Stick your fingers in your ears and go la 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 if you don't want to hear this. Right,
So-
3, 2, 1, go.
So Hidden World is where we finally meet the Light Fury, another version of Toothless.
Toothless is so horny in this movie.
So Toothless is the Night Fury. You all know him. He's got the injured wing and things like that.
Thanks to Hiccup.
Thanks to Hiccup. So he ends up finding the Light Fury, and we actually find out that the Night Furies have a few secrets up their hands.
Up their hands.
Well, up their claws anyway. They can go invisible, which is amazing. But she is very beautiful for a Light Fury. She's all glittery.
She's white.
She's all white. So, and we actually find the Hidden World, and we actually find a few other Light Furies. Kieran actually blanked out and missed this. So there's the Bewildered Beast from the second movie.
I didn't like the second one. Bear in mind that movie came out 5 years ago. I've only seen it maybe 3 times since then.
Yeah, but like the Bewildered Beast, it's the same one because it's missing its tusk.
I'm surprised they were able to keep him though.
Well, it's in the Hidden World. That's the dragon's world.
He retreated.
He retreated. And then beside them, you see the 2 other Light Furies. So this is what I think, that those are the Light Furies' siblings. And then I think Toothless is the only black Night Fury.
As opposed to the white Night Fury, that's not really a Night Fury.
It is.
I get the name now because the Light Fury is because she's white, she's bright.
She's blight, yeah.
She's blight.
She's black.
And he's called the Night Fury because he's black and he's dark.
He's dark as night.
So that makes
She's
sense.
white as snow.
So it was. The race is called Fury then.
Well, the race is called Furies.
Actually, it was Hiccup and Astrid that came up with the name Light Fury, didn't they?
They came. they named it Light Fury. But they couldn't say another Night Fury because she's not black as him, is she? She's more white, and her eyes are amazing. And so there was a funny bit where Toothless
is just so hormone driven in this.
Yeah. So you just see him like
He's a stalker at that point.
following her, but at the same time trying to do the mating dance, but failed.
Wait, you know, if you've seen the trailer, you know what the main
You'll
dance
see
is.
this trailer. It's just like, oh my god. You just know he's the he's the king of all dragons, and he's resolved to dancing.
He just wants to bend light over a rock and fuck her brains out.
And what else? Well, I mean,
who was the bad guy in this? What was his name?
oh, I forgot his name, but apparently
He knows of Drago.
he knows Drago
Because this was a year, I think, after
a year after.
after number 2.
And he had his own dragons, but he's actually claimed that he's killed all Night Furies, except for Toothless.
This guy was not to be fucked with.
Now, he wasn't, and I actually felt bad for the dragons that he has. He's actually said they cannot be tamed because they have like a collar on them, and it's got their venom, and inside that venom you can control them.
Dark.
So I would have thought like maybe Hiccup or Astrid would be able to take that thing off, like they did for the Light Fury, because she ended up having one as well.
So they eventually realised that as long as he's out there, dragons and humans cannot
live together.
So they abandoned Burke. They set up a new place, and this made Rosa cry.
It did.
Hiccup says goodbye to Toothless.
He ends up giving Toothless a free, so you can repopulate the Furies and things like that. And I was just like, no!
And,
Well, I don't know, because we didn't see him survive the fall, because the guy was fallen with Hiccup.
Well, we did. Well, because we flash 5 years later, and we see Toothless finally got laid.
Toothless has babies! They're so cute!
You gushed at that bit.
It was just so cute. Hiccup and Astrid have kids of their own, and it's only 2. And they had to take them to the hidden world, and they finally see Toothless and the Light Fury and their babies all there. And then Toothless was so glad to see Hiccup.
Well, there was a fake it, like they were trying to make us think that
Toothless was going to eat him.
and he didn't remember him. Nope.
Nope. And then you just see the babies are like black and white or white with black, and it was just like, oh my god, it's so cute.
It's like the ending to Back to the Future 3, honestly.
It was, and then you see all of them riding on their dragons, including Astrid with Stormfly, and it was just so touching. And I'm like, why can't they do like?
Oh yeah, Hiccup and Astrid get married, but you don't care about that.
They do, well, they're gonna know.
Compared to Toothless and Light getting together,
Yeah.
you're not gonna care.
So they've got. I mean, I kind of wish they'd continue a series. You know, like maybe even do a TV show where the kids start where the parents left off.
But does it feel necessary though?
I mean, I wish they would, personally.
It's like wishing for a Back to the Future 4. It doesn't need to happen.
I mean, I would like to see a TV show where you see how the babies grow up and how we still need to learn about the dragons as well. We didn't learn, like there was a TV show, Riders of Burke or something.
Yeah, that went on for about 3 or 4 years, I think.
I watched to the end where how Veronica got the Bewilderbeast dragon, and it was in an egg, and you just see the egg and you just see her getting it picked up. My other favorite dragons in it, the Stormcutter. He's awesome. He's huge.
And he's got a head like an owl.
He's more an owl-like dragon. He's actually been classed as a mysterious dragon.
He's awesome.
He is. He's awesome.
Also, I'd like to take notes. Hiccup's parents are both Scottish. Hiccup, not so much.
What happened?
He is the American version of Stewie Griffin.
Yeah. So I'd actually give this like maybe 4 out of 5.
I give it 4 as well. It's not going to beat Shrek 1 and 2, but I want to say, out of every DreamWorks movie, considering I hate the first two, I give it number 3 on the list. And it certainly has the best opening.
I mean, yeah.
Because they're on the boat, they've captured dragons, you see the smoke, Hiccup and Toothless just walk out. It looks awesome.
We actually found out that apparently dragons are fireproof. That's why they made their armor out of the scales of the dragon.
Do
But
so this movie was a winner.
it was a winner.
Considering I hate the first two movies, well, I hate the second one. I'm sort of on the fence with the first one.
Yeah.
I just hate. They got rid of Hiccup's dad. Thank God. Because I was stunned shitless when I saw that in the second movie. But then I rewatched it and I was like, this guy sucks. He has to go.
Mhm.
And it was Toothless who did it. Even
Well, he couldn't help it. He was being controlled by the alpha at the time, but
fuck,
now
fuck
he
Hiccup.
is the
Fuck
alpha.
Hiccup in that scene though. Fuck Hiccup.
But yeah, I'm glad that they've added the new species of Light Fury,
And even better, he got laid.
he got laid. I wish someone would make a Build-A-Bear off the kids themselves. That'd be awesome.
You never know when the movie comes out on DVD. You never know.
Like, cause the baby, one of the babies just looks like an orca. Its nose, its snout has a white spot, and it's just pure black, and it's just awesome. And I think the babies are really cute than anyone expected. Now, I would definitely like to see a TV show where they continue with it.
I doubt it's going to happen. It's like you want a series of unfortunate events to continue. It's not going to happen.
But yeah, I say 4 out of 5 for.
I give it 4 as well because it's not the best movie DreamWorks has ever made, but it is up there. It's top 5 at the very minimum.
Yeah.
How would you rank it with the other two movies? I think it's the best out of the 3.
I think it's the best out of the 3.
Because it's touching, it's funny,
Mhm.
it makes you cry at the end.
It does.
Stoic is in it for maybe 2 minutes at most.
Yeah.
And it's all flashbacks, very contrived flashbacks at that. So so the movie's a winner, which surprises me. Cause I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I did.
Yeah.
Because I just went along to shut you up. And then I was like, shit.
Damn it! It's actually good.
So those are the movies we wanted to cover today. Every time we see a new movie this year, we will be doing this again.
Yeah.
And we will be back tomorrow to do...
Happy Death Day to you.
It's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and we're going to see a slasher movie. The only way to celebrate.
Hey, there is a slasher movie for Valentine's Day. It's called Valentine's Day. Have you ever seen it?
Probably not.
It's quite weird. You need to see it. It's actually quite weird.
God.
I think it's a 2010 movie, but it's a remake of another one. So there's a guy, a slasher or something, that kills people on Valentine's Day and sticks their hearts in like chocolate heart boxes and shit like that.
Nice. Here, have a chocolate.
Oh God, it's so hot!
Oh jeez. Right, we shall be back tomorrow.
Yep, we'll be back tomorrow.
This has been fun.
Bye bye, everybody.